We need to take mental health so seriously. If it weren't for one tip, this time tomorrow, news channels all across the United States would be reporting another mass murder of a high school shooting. This is a mugshot of Trinity Shockley, and for the past year, she has been planning a mass shooting based off of a fantasy that she has been fantasizing from the mass shooting of 2018, where Nicholas Cruz shot up 17 people at Marjorie Stoneman Douglas High. And she has talked to school counselors about this. She has talked to her parents about this. And she has sought mental help that was refused by her father. Police said in a report that they found Snapchat messages where Shockley's been talking about this shooting for over a year and planned on doing it tomorrow. That's the headline that we could be talking about right now, but we're not, because someone reported a mental health problem ahead of time. It was stopped ahead of time and it was found out beforehand, but it could have been so much uglier. You see, Shockley had a locket with Nicholas Cruz's picture in it, and Nicholas Cruz was also set as her wallpaper on her phone. It has been reported that to school counselors, she has been obsessing over Nicholas Cruz and has admittedly talked about how she's sexually attracted to him and would like to have his children. It's also said by the school system that Shockley has had mental issues going on for a while, and she's tried to receive resources, but her father denied her the access to resources. And it's understood that Mr. Shockley did not believe in mental health treatment and did not take his daughter's condition very seriously. You see, Shockley sought help. Shockley didn't get the help she needed. And this was still a plan to commit mass murder tomorrow until authorities stopped it today because of a tip that went out on the 11th, and all the collaboration of school counselors that have reportedly tracked this and talked about it, and the FBI working with local police and a lot of parties played part to stop this. But we can do so much more, so much sooner, by just taking kids' mental health seriously, getting them help they need when they need it, and actually investing into these kids' lives. Letting your own kid seek the help that the school recommends, that a counselor would recommend, and not refusing therapy. Because I tell you what, mental health is super important. Whether you understand it, whether you don't understand it, this could have been a tragedy. This could have been so much worse. And honestly, the father should face repercussions for letting the conspiracy of this all come through, for letting this get to the point that it's at now, but that's just my opinion. If you know someone who's facing depression to the point of self-harm, to the point of harming others, if you know someone who's going through mental crises, obsessing over something like a serial killer and planning to recreate that, there's no shame in recommending help. There's no shame in going to get help. Going to a mental hospital to get the right resources, going to a doctor to talk about these problems, to going to a psychiatrist to see if it's something chemically imbalanced. There is no shame in seeking help, so it doesn't have to get to the level like this. There's no shame in your kid needing mental help. There's no shame at all in receiving any sort of mental help. And this needs to be known. There's therapists, there's psychiatrists, there's doctors, there's counselors, there's social workers. There are people in lines of work that can help you, so we don't have to get to this level. So just do your due diligence. Take mental health seriously. In the description to this video, I'm going to put the Sandy Hook's hotline, the 988 suicide prevention hotline, a disaster hotline, a veterans hotline, and some different hotlines if you're facing mental issues that you're more than welcome to call. And if you know of anybody who's planning something crazy like a mass shooting, the Sandy Hook's tip system is a very great place to report that. We need to take every single one of these sayings, every single time that someone makes a threat like this, we need to take it very seriously.